fast food top tier list. All right. Can't wait to see this.
Fast food tier list. Fast food is honestly one of the best and worst inventions in the history of humanity. But hey man, when I don't have time to cook food, or maybe I'm wanting a little sweet treat, you will find me in my car waiting in the drive-thru for a greasy covered meal that has me licking my fingers by the end of it. Speaking of licking fingers, let's start with KFC. Oh,
Yeah, fast food is pretty good. It's like a gift and a curse. The gift of it is like it's pretty good. Like it's so good to the point where you can just like I wouldn't say I was about to say you could spend like $50 on a fast food, but I feel like that's going to be like a reach. But it's so good to the point where like damn near like every single day you'll have it. But the curse of it is that what it would do to you, and plus on top of that, you never know who's making your food. It's basically like a ticking time bomb. It's like you risk eating fast food in a way because you never know what these people have done to your food, or you don't know what type of person that's making your food could be nasty or clean and whatnot. It's kind of like it's kind of like you playing both sides, like you taking the risk of you getting fast food and whatnot. I mean, I love fast food, but nowadays I just usually just like stay in my apartment, just cook and make something to eat on my own because at least I know what I have done with my food.
and real quick, at the end of the video, I'm going to be choosing one of these fast food restaurants as the
Oh yeah, and I'm a foodie too, by the way, so
God tier, making it the #1 fast
foodie
food
type of person.
restaurant. When I was a kid, my parents would bring home KFC to the family for dinner every now and then. For the most part, KFC was always consistently good. I swear, something about those buckets would always make their chicken taste way better than it should. But that wasn't until one night, my parents had brought home KFC once again, and as I prepared to bite into my meal, the chicken wasn't even cooked all the way. Like, bro, I am not trying to die. I do have a soft spot for Colonel Sanders, though. That guy is just simply too cool. I feel like I could have a good hour-long conversation with him about the meaning of life. He reminds me of a grandpa-like figure. We'll put KFC at C tier, just for Colonel. Let's talk about Wendy's. I feel like Wendy's has the exact opposite mascot of Colonel from KFC. I might be off to a wrong foot here, but something about Wendy has always given me creepy doll vibes. She looks straight out of a horror movie. She's right behind me, isn't she? Where do I even start with how great Wendy's is? I mean, like, you know, like the 4 for $4 deal, their Frosties, you know, their fries while dipping them into the Frosty. You know what? Wendy's? Yeah, Wendy's deserves B tier. Okay, can I go now? You know, like, I gave you B tier. I mean that's pretty good, right?
I mean, to me, I say Wendy's will go to like the A tier at least. I mean, like they're like me, like to me, their Baconator and their crispy chicken sandwich, the Asiago chicken sandwich is top tier to me. And especially when you end up like putting your fries in the Frosties, man, that shit is fucking delicious. I was against it back then because I don't like fries going in like the Frosties and whatnot. It just tastes. I always think like it was weird to me. But when I first tried it, it was fucking delicious. That is one of the reasons why Wendy's is like my top 10, basically in my top 5 favorite restaurants because of that. They have like tasty foods and deliciousness going on. But the one and only thing I don't like about Wendy's is that most of the time their burgers be extremely greasy, and I hate that. They really do have good chicken and Frosties. Their burgers, I love their burgers, but the only thing I don't like about Wendy's burgers is that it just usually be too greasy. It's like the insides is like swimming. It's like the inside of my organs is literally, well, basically the organs is the inside of my body is swimming in grease. It's grease and oil, and I don't like that.
Continuing on with fast food restaurants that have people as their mascots, let's not forget Starbucks. Well, I think it's a person. Who is Starbucks lady? Oh, I guess she's a mermaid. That's kind of sweet. But you know what isn't sweet? Their food. Starbucks food has always felt like the most unauthentic cafe food ever. My mouth just feels like a desert after eating those dry croissants. I'm also a very picky coffee person, and I might have a slight coffee addiction. But this means I've developed taste buds for good tasting coffee, and I will always support my local coffee shops over this mermaid. She's right behind me, isn't she? D tier! D tier! Up next.
Yes, Starbucks is, I wouldn't say it's overrated, but I'm kind of neutral about Starbucks because the only time I get Starbucks is if I get their mocha coffee. Their little, their mocha coffee with the whipped cream on it. I just don't like the little like different codings and names on which size you get. Cause I remember this one time, me and my mom, we went to Starbucks. She wanted me to try Starbucks for the first time. I asked for a large iced mocha coffee, and they looked at me like I was crazy. They was telling me, I forget what type of code they was using, but it just, I don't remember because I didn't really care too much about the code and whatnot. But all I asked for was a large mocha coffee, and they just looked at me like I was crazy. What is a small, medium, and large to them and whatnot? So my mom told them like a different word or coding for large and whatnot. And I was asking my mom like, why did they call it a, like different codes when it comes to their sizes of coffee and whatnot? I forget what she told me, but she told me that it was like, I think she told me like it was a different I guess that was their policy or the way of like doing things to start. I don't know, but it just didn't really make any sense to me. But I only went to Starbucks because of their coffee and whatnot. Their cookies is good, but I never tried any of their food, but I only go there just to have their iced mocha coffee and their cookies. That's about it. I don't really care much about their food anyway, like that. Starbucks, besides the fraps and the jar things at Walmart, 50 is actually Italian, but damn. I never had their fraps before. I mean, I heard like neutral. I kind of heard like a little like a neutral side. Well, I kind of heard something neutral about like how much their fraps are, and when I heard it was good, but I also heard it was bad. I don't know. I never tried their fraps, but I don't know. But all I do know is that I usually try their mocha iced coffee and the cookies. But other than that, I don't really care too much about anything that Starbucks is offering and whatnot.
Subway. As someone who grew up in the Midwest, Subway was the best bet we could get when it came to having some kind of sandwich fast food restaurant.
I fuck with Subway.
I never really had a reason to ever dislike it. You know, it being our only option, I didn't have anything to compare it with. That wasn't until I moved out to the West Coast 2 years ago, and I was then introduced to Jersey Mike's. And let's just say, since having my first Jersey Mike sandwich, I've yet to step back into a Subway. They have some competition. Oh, and the Subway guy, who's now a criminal, doesn't really help their score here either. F tier.
Oh, you tripping? Why would you put F on Subway? I feel like that's a reach because of that Jerry Fogel incident. I don't fuck with Jerry Fogel, but that right there doesn't stop me from eating Subway. I love Subway. You tripping if you put that in the F tier because of that situation. You tripping.
Mike's, on the other hand, A tier. A fast food place that I've been going to for as long as I can.
Yeah, I don't really care too much about Jersey Mike's anyway.
My mom would take me there as a...
Yeah, I don't really care too much about Jersey Mike's either. But like, but the only thing I like about Jersey Mike's is that they put extra meat on that sandwich. But other than that, I really don't care too much about Jersey Mike's either. But yeah, I fuck with Subway.
a kid, as I would
Especially the
climb
tuna,
all around the German
the footlong
play
tuna
area
sub.
with my greasy little fingers, before then opening up my kids meal toy and seeing which new Pokemon card I got. Oh yeah, we used to have Pokemon cards as kids meal toys. Gen Alpha could never. Now that I'm older, I understand the consequences of eating too much McDonald's, but I would be lying if I said that late night McDonald's runs do not hit. An Oreo McFlurry with a McChicken sandwich and fries after midnight on a Saturday just hits different. Even when their ice cream machine is broken at times, it's still hard for me to dislike my homie Ronald McDonald. A tier.
I'll put it on B.
Speaking of late night drive-thrus, I feel like this was the reason Taco Bell was even made in the first place. But I will say, I don't think there's any other fast food than Taco Bell that after I eat it, I have a surge of regret that comes over me. After downing a Crunchwrap Supreme, a chicken quesadilla, with a Baja Blast on the side, and of course, some Cinnabon Delights, I feel ashamed of myself and the decision that I just made. I will say though, Taco Bell having Baja Blast is hard to argue against. I mean, that stuff is liquid gold. Can I have a sip? Just know that every time I leave a Taco Bell, I will be ringing that bell.
I couldn't even. Taco Bell's alright, but I couldn't even make that as like my go-to restaurant or fast food joints that I usually go to. I can't make that as my like top tier go-to fast food joints that I want to go to, even if I'm really that hungry. Cause it was back then that kind of I heard stories about their meat was being made out of E. coli, and that right there is that right there is when I was little when I first heard about it, and it kind of scarred me. It kind of scarred me for life from going to like Taco Bell. But up until I had it when I first had it the first time when I was like 23, 24. No. I think I was like around like 13 around that time when I first had it. And I had that quesadilla, and ever since then, mind you, that quesadilla was like this big. Like it was big as hell. At least to me. But it was good. But that was like the first and last time I had it up until like 4 or 5 years ago when I first had Taco Bell since that time. And has quesadilla. And I know E. coli comes from human feces. I know that. It's just like when I heard about that back then, that's when I didn't that's why I didn't want to have Taco Bell at the time. So I know what that is. But yeah, when I have quesadilla like 4 years ago, that shit had me going to the bathroom. But it's pretty good now. I'm not even scared about going to Taco Bell like that no more. But I wouldn't make that like my go-to options of me going to a fast food joint for me to be able to eat even if I'm really that hungry.
Matter how bad my stomach might feel after that meal. B tier. I think it's only fair we now discuss a more healthy fast food restaurant, this being Chipotle. Chipotle after a hard gym session hits different. My burrito looks like the size of a newborn infant. Is that a good or a bad thing? I'm an absolute health nerd, so having a fast food restaurant where the food is also nutritious makes me a bit biased. A tier. Okay, now don't hate me.
I put it in B tier.
But personally, Burger King is my last choice for any fast food restaurant.
What?
The only time I've eaten at a Burger King is when I was forced into eating there for breakfast while on a family road trip. That morning,
their breakfast is kind of trash.
At a restaurant that's known for burgers. Crazy enough, from what I do remember, those French toast sticks were hitting. And that's my fondest memory of the 1 or 2 times I stepped foot into a Burger King. No other fast food place has a legit king as their mascot. And to be honest, that gives Burger King some points on this tier list. But with my inexperience, it's only fair to place them as D tier. Oh shit. As I mentioned earlier in this video that I'm now living on the west coast side of the United States. With this comes access to eating at In-N-Out. First off, I will not let anyone slander In-N-Out fries. How can you not like them? These are some of the freshest fast food fries you can get. They literally chop the potatoes in front of you. And in case you didn't know, In-N-Out has a secret menu item. This being animal style fries. These are fries that come topped with cheese and grilled onions.
That actually sounds good.
Similar to McDonald's and Taco Bell, In-N-Out is also a great late night Saturday adventure. But when McDonald's ice cream machine is broke, you can always count on getting a shake from In-N-Out. Guaranteed. I'm usually a chicken sandwich kind of guy when it comes to fast food, but In-N-Out does it for me when it comes to having a top-notch fast food burger. And yes, I order a double-decker every time I go. This is too easy of a decision for me. S tier.
I never had In-N-Out burger for an obvious reason, because In-N-Out burger is not at the area. It's not in the area, not just the area, but also at the eastern part of the country of where I'm at. It's like it's not there. So I obviously never had it. I never been to the West Coast before, which I do got some family members that's from the West Coast or just lived out in the West Coast. But my brother, he went over to the E3 event out in LA, and he told me that he went to In-N-Out Burger, and he pretty much liked the food except for I think the fries that he told me. I mean, I can't say that In-N-Out is trash or is good because I never had it before, but I heard it was good, but for at least for the most part. But the other part of it, the other part outside of that, somebody said was trash. I don't know. I can't say it is. One day, hopefully, when I do go to LA or just the West Coast for the first time, I want to try In-N-Out to see how it is and then judge to see if it's good and whatnot. Because I'm not going to go off of everybody else's opinion saying that, oh, In-N-Out is trash. Like, they got the best burgers, but their fries are trash. I can't go off of that. I got to try it myself. And plus, I do always want to try In-N-Out, though.
Feel like this video isn't complete unless I include one of the pioneer foods of fast food. This being pizza. More specifically, Pizza Hut. Every time I eat Pizza Hut, it brings me nostalgia from when I was a young kiddo and we'd have school pizza parties. No matter the pizza party, the teacher would always bring pizza from Pizza Hut. And I, being a man of taste, would always go for the delicious pepperoni. Like, what kind of food can create a sense of nostalgia? That's hard to beat. Side note, I really want to shake the hand of the person who invented ranch and pizza as a combo.
Ugh.
As I'm writing the script, I went ahead
That
and
shit
looked this up,
nasty.
and it says that Domino's invented ranch and pizza. This is awkward. We'll just set you down right here without anyone needing to know. Sorry, Pizza Hut. Even though you bring me back to my childhood, your pizza wouldn't be as good if it weren't for ranch dressing. We'll set you down right here.
I'd rather put Pizza Hut on A tier, on the A section than C, to be honest with you, and put Domino's in C. Yeah, and then I heard In-N-Out is good too. It's I never tried it before because like In-N-Out is not around the air. It's not in the area where I'm at. It is not even on the whole East Coast, to be exact. But I heard it was good. I never tried it. I wish I can. One day I wanted to try. One day, hopefully in the future, when I go over to LA, I want to try it and whatnot. But I also heard it was good too. I wanted to see if it's good. But yeah, like I'd rather place the Pizza Hut in the A tier and put Domino's in the C tier, because Domino's is. It was a point in time where I liked Domino's, but at times I don't know if it's the ingredients or the workers that makes the pizza. I don't know what it is, but nowadays it like Domino's pizza from what I remember back then tastes very good. Nowadays it don't even have that same feeling of that taste anymore. It don't. It just tastes like cardboard. It tastes like cardboard with cheese. It tastes like It tastes like cheese on a cardboard. Cheese and sauce on a cardboard. That's how bad Domino's pizza tastes to me. And same thing Pizza Hut, even though like I'm not used to even though like I don't have that nostalgic taste for Pizza Hut like I used to when I was little, when I first had Pizza Hut, but at least it's good enough for you to for you to claim that it's better than Domino's at least. I mean, I fuck with Pizza Hut. Like just like Wendy's. The only thing I don't like about Pizza Hut now is just it's too greasy.
And last but not least, the godfather of fast food. No, like seriously though, Chick-fil-A. My review is as simple as these two words: Chick-fil-A sauce. I need to shake the hand of the person who made this luscious sauce. Hugh Fleming was his name. Here, we'll set you down right here. Thanks, Hugh. Where do I even start with Chick-fil-A? The golden brown crispiness of their chicken, the malts, the sauces, or even the forced my pleasure from every one of their workers? Chick-fil-A is everything that fast food is supposed to be. Though I do hate how every time that I crave Chick-fil-A, it's on a Sunday. But
yeah, I hate that.
Everyone deserves a break, even the cow mascot. Like, come on, look at how chill this guy is. Like, bro literally has beef with chicken. See what I did there? I think it's pretty safe to say that Chick-fil-A has earned its spot in the S tier. Psych God tier. You know what, Hugh, you get up on there too, why don't you? Guys, come on. Seriously, it's just a tier list. It's not meant to be like, you know, like taken seriously or anything. Like, it's just my opinion. It's not anything, you know. I have a challenge for you. I need you to go down into the description and support each artist that worked on this video by following them on their.
With Google.
That was a banging ass video. I can agree with Chick-fil-A being at the top list, but I wouldn't put it on a God list and whatnot. Cause it's like every other fast food restaurants. I mean, you got your good and you got your bad and whatnot. But I fuck with Chick-fil-A heavy, but I wouldn't put it on the list of where it considered to be like a restaurant where it's perfect. Well, not restaurant, but it's like a fast food joint that is perfect. I wouldn't put it there, but I put it on the S tier. That's just my opinion though. And whatnot. But that was a fire ass video and whatnot.
You can run, you can hide, you can bite, you can bark, but at the end of the day, you cannot escape from the dark. This world is hell, so what can you do? Positive power and protest is not enough to eliminate the wickedness that's cruel. Like robbing hardworking folks for their money and killing innocent people with the lack of accountability. Corrupt cops locking a black person up for a small crime, but let a white person off for the murderous crimes for show. Difficult situations is hard, but life is a lot harder. Experiencing both, it may be tough. Evil people's out to do evil things. It's best for you to mind yours and stay in your lane. But yo.